N. Kalai Selvi, Director General CSR, Dr. J. Sharma, Summit Chair and Convener of Director of ICCSA Foundation, Dr. Rakesh Kumar, Officer on Special Duty, my dear friend Dr. J.P. Gupta, Chairman Environment Committee, distinguished dignitaries, invitees and dear friends, ladies and gentlemen. Today's subject is very important because three important pillars of the society which are really very important not only for the society but for the country. One is ethics, other is economy, and third is ecology and environment. And these three important pillars of the society, it is the duty of the people to how to resolve the problems, how to resolve the negativity, and to how to get it done to give a clean atmosphere to the country and the society. I am related with the transport sector, and that is one of the culprit, particularly as far as the air pollution is concerned. In the country, we have fossil fuel we are using. Presently, the use of fossil fuel, we are spending at least 14 to 16 lakh crores for import of fossil fuel in our country. That is not only ecology and environment problem, but this is also an economic problem. And that is the reason that we need to find out option on it. And that is the need of the country. And we need to reduce imports. We need to increase our export. Without that, we cannot make Atmanirbhar Bharat. The dream of Honorable Prime Minister is actually to make Indian economy of $5 trillion and Atmanirbhar Bharat. And for Atmanirbhar Bharat, this is the time for all of us that we have to reduce our imports. And for that reason, technology point of view, with an economic approach, we need to find out the solution for that. My submission to all of you, and particularly CSR, the proven technology is very important. Proven technology, economic viability, availability of raw material, and marketability of the product. These are the four important pillars. Without that, we cannot make the success story. And for that reason, our research organization's role is very important. I just discussing with Dr. Gupta that you should find out only one solution, give it to me, that how we can create value in the waste material. Then your problem will be resolved. I just give the example. In my own constituency 7 years before, he knows that he was in Neri. And he was also part of that time to advise us that by making recycling of water, we are giving it to the power project of Maharashtra government, Koradi and Khaparkheda, and they are giving 300 crore rupees per year to corporation as a revenue by selling of sewage water to the generation company. Now I am giving the second example, which I will request you that you can make the research and study of this proposal. That when I was Water Resources Minister, in Mathura, the 80 MLD sludge of Mathura, actually the project we have decided to make in hybrid annuity. Because I have experience about in road construction and hybrid annuity. So the project is 80 MLD of sludge. And in hybrid annuity, 40% grant in aid from the government and 60% from the investor. The Triveni Engineering Company was the party for that, the investor. And we have given project to them, 60% from the private investment, 40% from the government. And now they have completed the project, and by which they are giving clean water to Indian Oil in Mathura refinery. And they are giving 20 crore rupees per year for that water to the project, the investor. And the project is economically viable. So by the low capital cost, we resolve the problem. So my suggestion is to create value in the West And with that economic viability, we can accelerate our solutions by which we can get the problem resolved as early as possible. So everywhere, because there is a lot of constraint from government side, we cannot give that much money to resolve the problem because we have constraints. So by economic viability, in hybrid annuity or any new model by which we can make the solid waste management and liquid waste management the economy of 5 lakh crores. Now in solid waste, we can segregate the solid waste. We will get plastic, rubber, then organic material, glass and other metals where we can easily make the recycling of it. From the plastic now people are getting crude petrol and they are using it for the heavy vehicles or somewhere it is successfully now implemented. At the same time, rubber and plastic we can add in bitumen and we can get it from that. For example, taking the problem related with Parali. Parali is a big problem where Delhi people are facing the problem for air pollution. We initiated the project. I am really happy that Praj company from Pune, I am associated with them from last 25 years. Just Indian Oil has taken that project in Panipat. And now from Parali, rice straw, they are making 1 lakh liter of bioethanol and 150 ton per day bio-bitumen. The project is completed, inaugurated by the Prime Minister. So here in Haryana, Punjab and Uttar Pradesh, we have got a lot of Parali as a waste material. Even in Parali, we can make bio-LNG and bio-CNG from the Parali. It is already successful experiments are there. So we can create a value in Parali by taking 2000 rupees per ton, and where it can make bio-CNG and bio-LNG, it can resolve the problem. The total Parali in Punjab and Haryana, if we can make bio-CNG from that, in Delhi we don't need any petroleum CNG for that. We can resolve the problem of pollution and also we will get the clean environment. And that is exactly the most important problem, that how we are going to create value in the West. I always telling to the people two important philosophies. One is no person is West and no material is West. If you have appropriate technology, appropriate leadership with a vision, you can convert West into wealth. And that is very important. And where the organization like you, who have got a lot of research, and by which you can easily get the solution that how we can convert waste into wealth. I am just giving you the example of green hydrogen. Now hydrogen is the fuel for the future. We have got black hydrogen from coal, brown hydrogen from petroleum and green hydrogen from the water. In all our municipalities, thousands of municipalities in the country, the waste water is available. We can clean that water. And rooftop, there will be solar, because for segregation of solid waste, we need rooftop. And where we get the power, and 70% of the cost of the power in green hydrogen, the cost is power. So by taking by power, electrolyzer is available. I just inaugurated one company in Karnataka. They have good in electrolyzer, 90% of their production they are exporting to USA. And where that electrolyzer cost is 1 crore 20 lakhs. From that water, by electrolyzer, we can make analyze that water and we will get hydrogen and oxygen. And that hydrogen, where we need generator. At that time, already I have got the generator from Kirloskar. It is on 100% bioethanol. Ethanol rate is 60 rupees per liter and diesel rate is 120 rupees per liter. So by using that generator, we can compress that up to 500 bar. And then that hydrogen we can use for the car, for the truck, for the buses. So this can be a simple thing where you can make green hydrogen from the wastewater. Even in biodigester, by using organic waste, we can get methane, and from methane we can get the hydrogen. You know the technology. So exactly what my request to you is, our 124 aspirant districts, which are socially, economically, educationally backward. Our municipal corporations are facing economic crisis because availability of fund is a big problem. So if they can generate green hydrogen, they will get the revenue. So somewhere we need solution, import substitute, cost effective, pollution free and indigenous. On the basis of that, we will create employment potential in the backward area, and that is the need of the country. Regarding the fuel also, we are now on ethanol. Now we have already given permission to make ethanol from sugarcane juice, ethanol from C molasses, ethanol from B molasses, and now we can make ethanol from corn, broken rice and from food grain. Once upon a time, shortage of food grain was our problem. Now the problem is sugar surplus, corn surplus, rice surplus, wheat surplus. Today for this year we have a better position because of Ukraine war. We have a lot of exports of food grain. But generally every year we are facing problem when we don't have facility for stocks of all this material. To create godown capacity is a big problem. So my suggestion is, already we are working on that, and we have, Dr. Gupta was the chairman of the committee in Environment Ministry for giving permission for ethanol. So now we have a lot of projects. Still we have only production of 450 crore liter of ethanol. And we will add 20% ethanol in petrol. Our requirement will be more than 1000 crore liter. And in generator, we are using diesel of 2000 crore liter. And if we can convert our generate set into bioethanol, we will reduce the pollution, and at the same time, the capacity will be increased by 2000 crore liter. And now, in this month, at 28, in my house, there is a program we are going to launch, the Toyota car on 100% bioethanol. Previously, there was one model named as Camry. The car was running on 100% petrol and creating 40% electricity. Now the same model where we can use 100% bioethanol and create 40% electricity from that in hybrid mode. Now Toyota is going to launch all their model on flex engine, and by which there will be 100% use of ethanol. So ethanol demand is huge. And here diversification of agriculture towards energy and power sector is very important. It is going to create more employment potential and wealth for the farmers. In the rural agriculture and tribal area, the socio-economic scenario is not good. By diversifying agriculture towards energy and power sector, it will be a great relief for the poor agriculture people. So this is to be win-win situation for all the stakeholders. The other important thing is the electric vehicle. The EV sales is now, there is lot of increase. Now the electric car from Tata, as a transport minister, people are coming to me and asking me, they give your letter, we will get the car. The waiting list is 1 year. Electric bus, we have just tendered for electric bus, 5,500 buses, where the cost was coming 39 rupees per kilometer. And AC bus is 41 rupees per kilometer. And diesel bus cost is 115 rupees per kilometer. So by giving air-conditioned bus to the people, we can reduce the ticket rate by 30%. So electric is the fuel for the future. The electric scooters are here, electric auto rickshaw, electric bike, electric e-rickshaw. When I was taken charge as the minister, first of all, that mechanism-driven e-rickshaw, I give a lot of permission for that, and there was a lot of legal cases up to the Supreme Court. But I decided, and now today 1 crore people who actually run that cycle rickshaw, now they convert into mechanism-driven e-rickshaw. It is really a great work as a part of humanity is concerned. And now people are driving electric-driven e-rickshaw with a cheaper rate to the people, poor people. That is the miracle of the technology. So my suggestion is, we need to find out the appropriate technology with practical approach. Now we have got coal. In the Assam Petroleum, we have capacity of 100 ton of methanol per day. We can convert, methanol rate is 22 rupees. In Assam and Northeast, we can run our buses and trucks on methanol. The methanol is available. So there will be a great benefit as far as the economy is concerned and the pollution is concerned. The other important thing is for green hydrogen, for ethanol, methanol, biodiesel, bio-CNG, bio-LNG. Now LNG is the fuel for the future, and we can make LNG from biomass. 5 ton of rice straw is giving 1 ton of bio-LNG or 1 ton of CNG. And 8 ton of cotton straw is giving 1 ton of bio-CNG or bio-LNG. And 25 ton of press mud is giving 1 ton of bio-CNG. My own tractor is converted in bio-CNG. So my suggestion is the technology is proven, and if we can divert it to the agriculture, it is going to create more jobs. The whole UP, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Maharashtra, we have got sugarcane. Bagasse is available. And here I feel that in the fuel sector, we can make import substitute cost effective, pollution free and indigenous policy for that. And that can be a reducing carbon footprint is very important, and this can be a great thing. The other important thing is very important, that is now the number of four-wheeler is quite increased in the country. That is a big problem. Now we need to give priority for electric air conditioned buses, trolley buses. We need to improve our mass rapid transport, and that is my responsibility. I just give you the example. 4 days before, the Lieutenant Governor of Ladakh was with me, and there was an area, the people on a high mountain, and making road is very difficult. So one of the startup in Goa, they have successfully, now we have in charge, my ministry is in charge for ropeway, cable car, funicular railway, and we have just in the process of sanctioning 206 projects in the country. So after that, the idea is coming to my mind that if we can make funicular railway there, it can be easy. So now we have decided to start a pilot project, giving to the startup. Capital cost is very reasonable, and by which for the hill area we can make that funicular railway. So it can resolve the problem. Even they can take their apple from the higher altitude, take it to the ground level, and even for the public transport, so that can be useful. So we need to use electric as a fuel. And now in our basket, 40% of the power is now solar power. The target given by the Prime Minister is to take it up to 60%. But thermal power, there is a lot of debate on this subject. But for the development presently, we cannot stop thermal power. Because power is very important. With power, water, transport and communication, without that, we cannot get progress. And for that reason, we need to replace our power with green power. So the solar power, we are making a lot of experiment. Now solar power cost coming to 2 rupees 40 paisa per unit. But we need to concentrate on hydropower, wind power, thermal, geothermal power. Then also somewhere, some part of the country, we need to think on using nuclear power also. Because without power, it is very difficult to make progress for the country. So the all level by which we need to find out most important economic viable solution for getting green power. And to increase the green power production, then we can substitute that. So that is very important. The power is very important. We need to convert our all public transport on electricity, LNG. Now, just 15 days before, I have launched one truck in Pune from Blue Energy that is on 100% bio LNG. And the total running capacity of that truck is 1400 kilometers. And the cost is of 60% less than diesel. Presently, the cost of the LNG is increased because of Ukraine war. So, in our country, our logistic cost is 16%. And China, it is 8 to 10%. The European countries, American countries, it is 12%. But now we are making good roads, express highways. From Delhi to Chandigarh, Delhi to Dehradun, we are now making new road, where it will be possible within 2 hours from Delhi to Dehradun, Delhi to Haridwar, then Delhi to Chandigarh 2.5 hours, Delhi to Amritsar 4 hours, Delhi to Katra 6 hours, Delhi to Srinagar 8 hours, and Delhi to Mumbai 12 hours. Up to the end of this December, we will complete this project. And even from Chennai to Bangalore in 2 hours. So by making 27 green express highway, axis control, we will reduce the time and by which we will reduce the cost. The time and the fuel. If we reduce the cost on the fuel and the time, then 100% we are going to reduce the logistic cost. And if your logistic cost will come to at least to 10%, our export will be increased by 40 to 50%. So that is exactly the most important thing for the economy, and that is the reason that we need development. At the same time, we have to protect the ecology and environment. I am giving you the example, and particularly I will request you for CSR. You find out some solution for carbon dioxide. Is there any possibility by which we can make any value addition in carbon dioxide? Now, as a road ministry, we are using 10% plastic and bitumen. Now, once upon a time, the waste tire was banned. I requested the environment minister to allow them. And now we have all the waste material, tire is coming to India. And a rubberized powder is using in bitumen, rubberized bitumen, getting good roads. And that a small, that steel wire, now we are making steel fiber from that. And the technology which already we have accepted, then presently in India, the distance between the two piers is maximum up to 30 meters. But now we can go up to 120 meters, by which we will reduce the cost of flyover, metro by 20-30%, because the beam on that pier is casting with the steel fiber. And that strength is getting from that steel fiber, that is the reason. So exactly, I know that you are doing a lot of experimenting on alternative cement. Then we need to reduce the use of steel and cement in the road construction, because they are making cartel and every time increase the rates. If we create more competition, nothing like that. Now there is a glass fiber steel is there. So 100% new research, new innovation is very important in the different materials. And where ecology point of view also, we can also reduce the pollution in the country. The water pollution, air pollution and sound pollution, these are the important three pollutions we are facing. I will request Dr. Gupta that you should have one program only on how we can reduce the sound pollution, how we can reduce the air pollution, how we can reduce the water pollution. In Ganga, when I was the minister, I got opportunity to construct a lot of projects in Ganga, in Patna, Varanasi, everywhere. And we have successfully developed waterways. From Varanasi to Haldia, 1,350 waterways is completed. Then after that, the Bengal Sea is there. Then Brahmaputra dredging is completed. 4 or 5 days before, I was in a dinner with the Prime Minister of Bangladesh. At that time, when Sushma ji was the minister, foreign minister, the Prime Minister requesting Sushma ji that you tell to Mr. Gadkari that he can make the dredging up to Mungli port in Bangladesh, in Brahmaputra. It will be a really great thing for the country. When Sushma ji asked me, I just tell him, you tell me, if it is possible, I will do it. She said, yes, if it is possible for you, you can do it. So now we have completed dredging up to Mungli port. We have completed Barak River. Now the sea front is available. And if going by road, for example, cost is 10 rupees, going by railways, for example, 6 rupees, going by waterways, the cost is only 1 rupees. My idea was to develop Yamuna from Panipat to Sonipat, and from Delhi to Mathura, Mathura to Agra, Agra to Etawah, Etawah to Allahabad, and Allahabad to Varanasi already 1.5 meter draft is completed. So by taking material of all Punjab, Haryana, Kashmir, taking up to northeast, not only up to northeast, up to Southeast Asia, Indonesia and Malaysia and China, with the water transport, you just understand what will be the saving in the logistic cost. And that is very important, that we need to develop waterways. At the same time, we are developing all rules and regulation for amphibious seaplane. We can make it, the hovercraft we have, by which we need to reduce the logistic cost and increase the tourism. There is a lot of potential is there. So my suggestion is, everywhere, every sector by sector, the organization like you need to make the research and study of it, and to find out the solution that what will be the futuristic policy for that, where we can make zero emission. It is a very, very difficult task, but this is not impossible. I feel that to create awareness in the mind of the people, to create value in the West, to create and develop appropriate technology. Now we have lithium-ion battery, the madam was telling to me. Now lithium-ion battery, aluminum ion, zinc ion, steel ion, all the chemistry is developed. Now the Indian Oil Laboratory in Faridabad, they develop aluminum ion technology. So my suggestion is every day we have got so competent people. Now we have already startup manufacturer of e-scooter. 400 startups are there. They're doing excellent making scooters. We have export of our 50% of production of two-wheeler and three-wheeler from Bajaj, TVS and Hero. Already export is going on. So there is a huge potential. The size of automobile industry is 7.5 lakh crore. And as a transport minister, I have taken a target to make it within 5 years of 15 lakh crore. This is the industry which is creating 4.5 crore jobs. This is the industry which is giving maximum tax to state and central government. So we have now launched a scrapping policy. 15 years vehicle creating pollution. The 15 trucks, new trucks, whatever pollution they are creating, the old truck, one truck is creating that much pollution. So this is the problem that the raw material, particularly the plastic, rubber, copper, aluminum will be easily available. We are importing copper, we are importing aluminum. By encouraging this scrapping policy, already we have 40 units. My target is to make it 1,000 units in the country. And by which all scrapping, even we can take the scrapping material from abroad. Our draft of our port is increased up to 18 meter. So it can create new employment to the country, giving good wealth to the country and resolve the problem of ecology and environment. I always telling to the people that the innovation, entrepreneurship, science, technology, research, skill and successful practices, we name it as knowledge. And conversion of knowledge into wealth is the future. And conversion of waste into wealth is the future. And the organization like CSR, they are very important because their research is important. But we need to have cooperation, coordination and communication between the organization and the stakeholders. I'm not talking about you, but some of the organization in government, just they're behaving like that. Every research they want to deposit into safe deposit vault that no one can see, no one can make any experience about it. This is not a practical approach. If you want royalty for that, you can take it. But allow people to work it. Without that, if the commercial production is not going on by using the technology, how the country is going to progress? And here we need cooperation, coordination and communication between the stakeholders. That is equally important. We need to assess exactly what are the problems on grassroots level. And on the basis of need-based research is very important. You are making a lot of research but not useful for the country. It's good, but ultimately, what is to be your research is important for the poor persons. What is to be your research is important for the farmers. What is to be research important for the common man. And you have to publicize that. And by which giving all this research to the people, you can make miracles. I am really happy that the organization, JP Gupta ji, Sharma ji, is constantly trying and fighting against the pollution. And now this is the time for the country that we need to take the help from all stakeholders and to achieve the goal of zero carbon. Really, it is a big task, big challenge. It is difficult, but it is possible. With the support of all of you, 100%, we will achieve this goal. I will give my all best wishes to all of you. And once again, giving me opportunity to express my thoughts. Again, thankful to organizers. Thank you very much. Namaskar.
Thank you so much, Honorable Mantri ji, for sharing your innovations in technology with us. It's an honor to have you here. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment we all been waiting for is here. I request Honorable Mantri ji to please release the curtain raiser of the event calendar on climate goals. Thank you so much, Honorable Mantri ji, for doing the honors. We request you to please unveil the calendar.